playing wild. They done turned me to a monster. They done turned me to a monster. Hey, hey, hey. They done turned me to a monster. They done turned me to a monster. They didn't turn me to a monster. They didn't turn me to a monster. They didn't turn me to a monster. They don't turn me to a monster. I don't play games like Contra. Shot on my plug, the sponsor. Moving the streets like a mobster. Yeah. I belly of the beast, straight from the streets. Fuck the beef. We gon' bring peace and still bring the peace. Fuck police. You can feel my hunger, see my teeth. Cut the hands of a thief. Practice what I live and preach. Heart of a passion, soul of assassin. Go hard every day. That's a march with the madness. To be great, I was told to be cautious. Keep away from the average. I felt the burn, then I rose from the ashes. Keep the work with the stash and the taxes. I'm only fighting for what's right, cause that's affirmative action. Niggas so. Don't take it personal, baby. I'ma keep it 100 with you. Yeah. You say that love for me is really real. Appreciate your loyalty and how you keep it real. Since we on the subject, I tell you how I feel. You know I love to eat that box like a happy meal. You say that pussy is mine, baby, you gotta show it. You better stop playing with me, cause I'm about to own it. See, I'm a player independent, you already know it. And when the money be calling, baby, I'm really on it. Every king deserves a queen, that's a ride or die. Whoever told you any different was the biggest lie. It's no lie, you and I, to the day we die. We stay fly, stay high like a junior high.
Good evening, Mr. Coop. How are you?
Hey man, I'm blessed. I'm over here at Hibernian Hall right now. They just had the Roxbury Town Hall. I don't know, shindig. You know, you had Ayanna Presley, Michelle Wu, Maura Healey, and Elizabeth Warren. So this was my first time attending these political. I don't know if it was a rally or just a show, because it felt like a show, honestly. It's like they're all like superstars and shit. No, for real, this is crazy.
It's definitely important and empowering to see these women.
Exactly. Nah, it is. Nah, you're welcome. Nah, to keep it real with you, Ayanna just killed it right now. She like wait till everybody see the footage. I've been honestly like the day before yesterday, I went to Mel King's funeral viewing. That was historical to me. That was legendary. Just to be there was crazy. Then to be here at this, I'm like, yo, I'm not into politics, but I know how to politic. Like, but it's dope. I ain't even gonna lie, it's dope. It kind of, I'm new to it, so I'm intrigued and know that. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's been through it for years and for so much different organizations support and different fights that they didn't have, that the shit get tiring, the shit get aggravating, the shit get frustrating. So it's good to see both sides. But like I said, Ayanna Presley just killed it because she broke it down. She broke it down like to the people, like, yo, it's not just one bill. It takes a minute. We really have to work together. Like, it's not like y'all put so much pressure on us, and we still don't even have the numbers of voters. So it's almost like, let's be realistic about what you're asking me and us to do. How about we all go get some more people to vote on the shit that you're complaining about, and then maybe we can have a different result, So I think important for the people who have. Oh, how you doing, Michelle Wu? Nice to meet you. Thank you for doing your thing. Appreciate it. Yes, it was crazy in there.
Well,
My name is Austin. Nice to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. You as well. I actually real good friends with Sam Pierce. So he's a good friend of mine. So he's in there. Yeah. I'm actually doing a podcast interview, so that's all I'm like. Hey, Michelle Wu right here. Hey. Yeah, thank you for your time. Great job. Yeah.
That was so dope.
Hey, you see? Come on now, team. Miss TML up. No, you feel me? We doing it. You feel me?
We did it.
Popping.
That was so dope. And I mean, that's inspiring for me because, again, we have Cliff, who actually is running for city council, I believe, People's Council. So I'm going to be working with him to do his media press for his campaign. So, and again, politics has always been, very much important to me. I worked a lot with Mayor Menino.
Yeah, you too, brother. Thank you very much. Get home safely. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I worked a lot with Mayor Menino as a young kid, in Boston too. that change Boston Public Schools and how we were basically educated.
Yeah.
So again, it takes a lot, and she's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? And it's people like that that really care about the city,
Yeah.
that we need to back.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to. Yeah.
Me.
Nah, for real. For real. Like she's a star to us. You feel me? She's a
Mhm,
star. Like when I
mhm,
saw her, I'm like, word, this is the woman. Because last year I actually was fortunate to attend the F1 Grand Prix out in Miami, which was the
yeah.
first time they had this in Miami, and I was inside the Mercedes-Benz booth area, and Michelle Obama said hi to me, and it was crazy because like I really froze. I was like I didn't even say, "Hey, Michelle." Like I wasn't even like the way I really am. Like how I just want with Michelle right here. This one, I wasn't like that with her. I seen her. I was like, that's Michelle Obama. She smelled good.
Right.
Yo, her hair look good. Like damn, yo, she fleeky. Yeah, so so yeah, man, this is it's dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. I actually like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a politician. I came here to politic though, and my whole thing is now, like, as entertainers, as promoters, and as people who try to enhance the nightlife of our city. This is
Right.
where I'm learning I need to be at. You feel me? Because
Mhm.
this is what's going to help create those festivals that we're looking for, those
Yep.
community parties for the kids, the bringing back the red shirts, bringing back. It
Mhm.
just takes these. It takes people like myself, yourself, to just kind
Yeah.
of put it on paper and then now
Yeah.
get it orchestrated. And I think that's what is more important for us to learn, how important it is to be able to express yourself on a paper form way. That's why in college or high school and middle school they teach you persuasive essay writing, which is
Mhm.
ironic because like nobody actually thinks that means something. You know how to persuade people in paper the same way you know how to talk is you got them, you know what I'm saying? So
Double-edged
so
sword.
so yeah, so now like I'm just learning that. I'm trying to get my paper game, my right. Man, listen, I ain't got no secrets of how anybody that's really trying to tap into this shit. You need to be popping up here. You feel me?
That's right.
Talking like and being the businessman, because every politician needs an entertainment or needs
Yeah.
some type of entertainer to help them. That's why in the movies and in the TV shows they got drug dealers that's plugged with them. We not the drug dealers, but we the entertainers. Now, does it mean that we connected or associated? I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying
Right.
we we in here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I think it finished up right now. I'm hoping I can see Ayanna Prezi and tell
Right.
her how ill she
Tell her
was.
how much she inspired you, because I
Yeah,
think you
man.
know at politics. And I want to just give you your flowers, because from the first time I met you, I had this sense of professionalism. And
Hmm.
I had this sense of the way you carried yourself is with
Yeah,
integrity and dignity. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
think
yeah. Right.
that's important as an artist, but it's also important as a leader.
Yeah,
Um, and it's important as a person who's going to be an influencer.
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that you're a great influencer. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Like,
No,
you
thank you.
have been able to be that person. And I think that that's what we need in politics. I think we need the people who are going to influence the minds to think differently.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We all
Relate.
have our
At the
yeah, we
same
all
time,
have our
you're
Malcolm
very
X's.
humble. You know what I mean? That was
Yo,
also
man,
something that I
I
get
be
from
I be trying to learn to try not to be too humble at times. You feel me? Because I grew up in a humble household, being both my parents being from Honduras and being immigrants and coming to America and just living the American dream. You feel me? It was I got to I'm a first generational. I'm a first generational Honduran American. So for me, if I don't break the barriers now, right? If I don't tap into doing certain things, like last year, I went to the protest rally. I went. I see. I was there when I think it was 2 years ago to be exact. I was there when they were shooting the tear gas at us. I was kicking them. I
you.
was there when my boy got, and I had other people kicking the tear gas. It was crazy. Like I got my own history page just to experience it, just to see it. Like I asked my parents, I was like, Mom, Dad, ask them. I hit them up separately, like, hey, you guys ever gone to any protest rally ever since you came to America? They're like, nah. I was like, why? It's people like you guys that are the reason why things are able to happen. So why have you guys voted? They're like, or not even voted, but just participated in something. They was like, we just never did it. So when I did it and I went as who I would be, someone who I experienced it. That's why when they was like, we was able to tell the police to kneel down with us. Like, it was crazy. Like, I wish I could call my boy right now. I wish I knew the people that was there. We had thousands of people. They could say, yo, I don't know who these two dudes were, but these niggas were rebellious to the task force. You know what I'm saying? But not in the ignorant way. We was talking, and
Right.
we had a couple police officers get off their bike, because they're staying on there, acting all like this, acting all
Mm-hmm.
tough. And you got people crying and expressing themselves about why they're doing this and why they're acting like they're not human and why that. And to the point where you had to bring back these police officers into reality that they're human too, and they're just like us on the other side. So now they're getting off their bikes, they kneeling down, they doing all that, and it's just like, that's something for the experience of who was there. If you wasn't there, that shit don't matter to you. I get it. Trust me, I do. I
Right.
really do. So me telling you or me telling people, it's like, it's something far fetched. Like, but I'm the person I can say, yo, historically I was there.
Yeah.
Historically I was at the Mel King funeral. I met Mel King's family members. I met people who he influenced and impacted. I mean, the
That's
guy
right.
impacted the whole world. So I didn't
That's
meet
right.
everybody, but I met people from South End and people who grew up in the 10 city area and stuff like that, who are representatives of the community and the neighborhood, and they tapped me in and they made me feel like I should have been from South End. Not
That's
not
right.
because not because I'm not from Boston, but because of the unity and the community that South End has as a whole, from the
That's
from
right.
the tech center to the development homes that were rebuilded to make 10 City,
Yep.
to the Fenway homes, and connecting the communities, and Mel King helping the unions develop jobs for other people in the community. So now when I'm here listening to all these politics talk, I'm like, damn, this is the shit that Mel King did. So
That's
this is
right.
where you need to be at
Yeah.
if you want to be that nigga. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like,
If you
simple.
want to invoke change, you got to do it with the politics. You know what I
Yes,
mean? Like
yes,
that's
yes,
that's just what it is. And
yes,
you're so right. It's people like us that need to sit at those tables, that need to be in those buildings,
yes.
and at those committee meetings, because we want to invoke change, and that's how you do it. You
That's,
can't just
that's
show up one time. You got to show up all the time. And I think that's important for people to understand.
big, big facts. Big
So
facts. We
tell
ain't even
me.
politicians. We talking all political shit. Crazy, right?
Right, right. We supposed to be talking music and having fun tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nah. We there, man. We there, man. Yep. April 13th, tomorrow, Vado, Spring Fling. This is the first date before the tour takes an effect in May. Shout out
Uh-huh.
my guy, True Era Entertainment Heavy. We've been working, we've been cooking. It's funny, man. We really just got to know each other recently. Everything just been in sync. I usually don't tell people this, but I just wanted to be transparent with you and so people understand, when
Right.
you respect and you lock in on something that's already time to lock in, we
Hmm.
gonna take the same. We're gonna walk together. We're gonna take these steps together,
That's
and,
right.
and and it's gonna look like we've been doing this shit for a minute, when really
Hmm.
we just getting started. So it's
That's
like, damn, my nigga, it's exciting. It's exciting. We work hard to develop teams
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like, I haven't felt the way I felt about what we about to do now 10 years ago, when almost 10 years ago to be exact. And that was around the time that you was doing your thing too with the up north and stuff. Like, remember that industry, the 8 to 10 years ago industry of Boston? It
Right.
was lit. It was
Right.
lit.
It was lit.
It was lit. I mean, it was real too. That's why I was grateful, because I'm like, a lot of people died behind this music shit. Like, this shit was
Hmm.
real. A lot of things went down. Just niggas trying to rap and do shit for clout, or talking shit, or trying to be the best person they can be. Like, just so many levels. So now I'm like, yo, it's that feeling again. It's that I feel it. I'm like, yo, when me and my Still Ill team was running around doing media and doing we was everywhere, opening up for everyone. Like, I'm like, this is what's about to be right now.
Yeah.
It's a resurrection. And it's
Yeah.
good energy, good team, but
Hmm.
you got to formulate a team. Like, that's the only way you're gonna feel good. And we're building partnerships, and we're building. Right now we're building. So, I don't see us having a fallout for no reason, because right now we already see what's the goal. We
Hmm.
don't got time for the small shit. We got high noble respect for each other, so we gonna communicate and bring and let people be a part of what's going on, because we want y'all, just like the
Hmm.
politics. We
Hmm.
need the committee and the community. So Yeah, so the Votto shit. You know, we're gonna be at Passions Lounge in Providence.
Yep.
We got birthday. What's that? Queen V's birthday. We got we
We
got
got so
special
many
appearances.
hosts, so many performances. I just want people to understand the vibe because we ended up being there the last time you guys had an event. For the
Yeah,
speed,
but that
and
was
that was
different.
kind of last minute,
That was like
whatever.
a stripper bowl vibe that became something else and different things. That was actually the first time me and Heavy really tapped into each other collaboratively. Like I might have
Mhm.
been hosting something he was doing, but we didn't. I wasn't a part of the background of the show. I wasn't a part of none of that. Heavy got his own thing going on, just like I got
Okay.
my thing going on. So we don't take any personal feelings. You know, if he does his thing on things, because we build on the bigger pie.
Of
Like what
course.
we do what we do on a regular, which is throw events and connect and network and all that. We do that off strength, but you know, we get our network, we build on how we do. But when it comes to the bigger shit, that's the person I'm tapping in with. He's the person I'm building with. We're building together on that because we about our business, and that's why shit's about to boom. I don't really want to
Shout out
talk
to him
about
for that.
nobody else that's on the tour, because the tour
So the True
is
Era, True Life tour, right? This summer. Is that
true
the one?
England.
True England?
It's a true life. True life is out where in Lower East Side.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember True Life.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah,
beef up with a couple of people in the industry.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Piff Jones, you're actually going to be doing shows for him and hosting
Riff
features.
Jones. Yeah, man. Dave East is homie right there. You know, his road dog. We
Hmm.
tapping in. He's part of the road. Man, I mean, you ready? Yeah, you kind of leaked out that part. So I guess yeah, Piff Jones
Well,
is.
we seen the flyer. I seen the
Yeah, you know,
flyer.
people don't be catching on to shit. You know what I'm saying? But you the one
I'm
that been
on
throwing up as a
everything.
promoter, huh?
I'm on everything. I see
Yeah,
everything.
nah.
Even when I
Yeah.
don't
Shout out
want
to
to.
you. Shout out to you for making this Spring Fling RI Edition bundle package right here.
Yeah, we needed that. We
Yeah,
definitely needed.
that was a necessity. Thank you. Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, seeing
I was
that.
like, word. We needed that.
I think it brought the professionalism to it. I think it added the touch of, okay, now I can see it in writing. I can
Yeah,
see how I can make this come together and be, successful because
yeah, yeah.
I want people to buy out the bar. I want people to, be, getting VIPs, like solidifying their presence there. And I think that I don't even know how many flyers are on this event now. Like how many hosts?
35.
35? Wow. 35. And what's the capacity? Because I'm like, listen, people gotta get
300,
there early.
350.
Yeah, they gotta get there early.
Yeah, nah, nah. I already know this event's gonna pack up pretty, not fast, but it's gonna pack up to a point where it's gonna get tight. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
get
get
tight.
tight. But for the most part, you know, we got Corey doing photography. We got my guy Aperture Studio. Co. He's doing the media videography. I was on the
Hmm.
phone earlier, well, yesterday with Vado's cameraman,
Okay.
halves from Jersey. So he's gonna be out here doing video work. I'm gonna be doing video work with him. He's gonna be shooting some of my videos for my project coming out this year. Which, you know, this year I gotta tell everybody that I rap. Not that I got to, that I haven't, but I'm
You have
saying
to.
I'm not. But I'm saying like I'm actually.
Because
This is
I
what I
didn't know
do, nigga.
anymore.
This is what I do. This is what I do. Like, you know, I love the business side of it, but I really love the art, and I'm trying to get back into the art with the business that I put into it. You know what I'm saying? The investment that I put into show me what you got. Still ill from the day one shit. So yeah, like everybody that know me, they know I always been rapping still ill, lying for life. You know, that's my brotherhood out in New Bedford. But for and he's from the Bean. Let's not get it twisted. He ain't a New Bedford
Right.
resident, should I say? but
Right.
um, but you know, for the most part, we put the groundwork in. He's doing his thing with family. Now it's time for me to do my thing, and it's about the pop. Like it's just about the pop, and everybody around me is going to eat because that's what I'm on, and we creating that community, that committee of no bullshit. Like we're not tolerating the fuck boy shit. We're not tolerating, like we treating this like a real kingdom. We will exile you out of the committee if you pulling off
Hmm.
some weird shit. You know.
Hmm. That's right.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, I think they. Oh, right here. Look, they about to come out. Great job, Ayana. Great job. Great job. You killed it. You killed it, Queen. Bless. Hey, Con. Pleasure to meet you, King. I'll reach out to you. Thank you, brother. Yes, sir.
Ayanna Presley in the building. Shout out to
Hey,
her. That's
hey,
right.
popping out here. Niggas be mad amped about meeting people that don't give a fuck about the community. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, yo, I met this person. Nigga, they don't give a fuck about their own
So
community.
where you live? Where you from? How you live?
They don't give about none of that. I just met the Donstress, and really, I got her husband's phone number. I ain't gonna say his
Okay.
name, but yeah, I met him. He's like, yo, give me a number. I was telling him about me bringing out Jada Kiss again and all that. He's like, oh yeah, take it and look, come on, man. I just got plugged in with. Come on, man. Come on,
Right.
dog.
That's right. And that's what you need. Like
That's what
you
I
need
need. That's what I say.
people who
That's what I
have
need.
that educational background and pull and just who can, get you into doors. Sometimes I tell people, and especially in this business, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's honestly, like, in order to open up some doors, it's about who you know, and how they respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is where I respect you for that. You know what I'm saying? For building your brand, for building your network, and like you said, sometimes you're a one man army. Sometimes you have to show up when everybody else doesn't. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And
Oh,
I
that's
just,
the fun part.
yeah, I see you. You know what I mean? I see that you do that, that you're dedicated, that you're committed. So tell me, I know we're all off subject right now, but this is real talk with TML.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
can do that on this show.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so tell me about like the transition for you from, because when I first met you, you was do what I thought you were just doing videography. Like you guys were, I didn't know that you actually was an artist
Yeah.
until after. So for me, I was like, oh wow, he's an artist too. But I think that you showed me something that was very important, is that you have to know all aspects of the business.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I respected you for that because you learned that aspect of the business. So you know what quality you want for your videos. So you know what things are important in regards to angles and different things like that. And Still
Yeah,
Ill was just definitely a very reputable force
yeah,
during that time. So
yeah,
it was
yeah,
definitely, an impact that you guys came with and that you brought.
yeah.
Now, transitioning from that to the artist, how easy or hard is that for you?
Um, it's natural. It's
Natural.
hard because you don't know what you're really trying to put the work in. Like the skill sets that you have, it's hard because you don't know where your niche is at, right? You're just
Right,
like landscaping your skill sets and realizing, oh man, it's not work. It's good here, but not as effective, or I could do better somewhere else, or where should I place myself where I can see results better than what I have already done that I feel I could do more. And I
right,
think for me, I just got a hunger for more for that kind of shit. Like I'm not really too catered to like the personal side of stuff because I go through my personal issues, and when I go through my personal issues, it affects the business. So because I know that, I put what I choose wisely, what I should focus on and what I should put next after. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And that's where you learn how to play chess with your own career. Cause now you're like, damn, I could have did that, could have did that. I think where it really worked out for me is that I attended Dorchester High Tech Boston Academy to be exact. I
mhm,
went there for 3 years. I played high school football. I didn't think I was gonna go to college, not because I couldn't, but I just, niggas just thinking simple minded, like simp niggas. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, oh, I can't make it. Just talking dumb, And I ended up attending Berkeley College in New York, which was a blessing because at 18 I was able to leave my neighborhood and be around other people who were business minded, and that's
right,
it ended up for me. When I lived
right,
with New Yorkers for 2 years, all my niggas in Mount Vernon, Yonkers, because my school was in Westchester County. So like I've been was I was hip to when DMX being a crackhead back then when I was in '06 when niggas was like, yo, DMX be copping, crack
yeah,
over here. And I'm like, yeah, right. Niggas in
right,
Yonkers is like, come on, son. Like, nigga,
yeah,
he lives in my hood, bro. Like, I'm like, and then meeting people who knew Jada Kiss and all that, but I didn't know Jada. I never met him, stuff like that. So like,
right,
so being in that business hustler street environment, like being with niggas that were street, couple shooters, couple um just niggas that just experiencing the street life.
mhm,
We became entrepreneurs early. we kind of grew into that and focus on our paper. So being in New York for those 2 years and come back to Boston, my bravado, I found a bravado out there. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, and like Boston people, it's hard for us to develop a bravado if we don't leave the city because we don't know how ill we are until we leave. So now when you're in New York and you say, nah, I had niggas talking like, yo, son, nigga, this shit can pop off. I don't care. You 4 hours from from Boston, nigga. Like, I'm like, yo, listen, nigga, trust me, believe, nigga, niggas is gonna pull up though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, nigga, 4 3 hours, they let shit off, bro. But anyways, so yeah, that transition to being an artist, it was like I said, it wasn't hard. It was more like understanding my niche. And now I'm trying to get back into being an artist because once I found my niche on the business side, niggas be telling me like, yo, bro, why you not rapping? Why you not doing mad shows? I'm like, yo, what do you mean? I just last month in February, I did Shay Noor, I did 38 Spash, I did Kevin Little. Like, I'm doing shows. And I do showcases and I do my own shows, but I really like to aim a little bit more higher now. I'm trying to do more of the concerts and everything so they can know who I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned vet. A lot of people that's in our age bracket or that grew up in our time in the music game, they're all seasoned vets. Niggas are seasoned. Like, if they was to come out right now again, the same way with the same kind of drive that they had back then, niggas will be nice. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists in the city that are just getting tapped into now. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope because I'm happy for everybody because a lot of these people, like I said, came up at the time where niggas was getting killed for this shit. Easy. So now it's like the survivors, yo. I'm like, word, like, I just be happy. I don't want to be biased and just say one name, but you guys kind of know the names that I'm saying in the Massachusetts, New England area. It's just not one. It's like 10 almost, if you ask me. Like, if you really dig deep, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people forget Sam J, the comedian. She from Boston. You feel me? Like, she from the Boston, Cambridge area, or I don't know. She said Boston on the Tamron Hall show, because I be watching that show sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Because was it Tamron?
I don't know. I don't watch.
Tamron Hall, the girl from Chicago that got the short haircut. She does her own show. She's black. She be interviewing black entrepreneurs. But anyways, yeah, she always interviews black entrepreneurs on her show. And just check her out. She's from Chicago and she got a show that's based in Chicago. And it's called Tamron Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, so but yeah, that's now I'm just locked in. So now
you are so locked in. And again, your stage presence, like, again, my thing is always, you can be a dope artist, but if your stage presence, I feel like your stage presence, the energy when you perform Turn Me Into a Monster, like, that energy is the energy I look for. With every artist, you know what I mean? If you can't show me that you're going to be hyper than the crowd as an artist and it's your track, then you don't really want this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to show the crowd why they need to be hyped. You started doing push-ups, everything. I was like, oh shit, like, what is he doing? Like, but I loved the theatrics of it. I loved the performance of it.
Yeah.
That tells me a lot about how you've trained, how you've practiced, and how professional you really are. To that level.
Definitely.
So you for that.
I appreciate that because I wrote that song to work out. It's like artists, at times, there's so many dope artists that got records that they just don't make records for the vibe, my nigga.
Right.
I'm like, you hot, but like, you know how they be like, yeah, like, I fuck with J. Cole, but I'm not gonna bump J. Cole when I'm going to the club, right? So it's like, yeah, nigga, you should take that advice too, because you're coming to a show. Like, for example, Spring Fling, please, artists, it's Thursday night. Everybody worked very hard. They want to have drinks and enjoy themselves. Please choose your records wisely. We don't want to hear about all the street drama in the club when we're all trying to pop bottles, have fun, dance. This is why niggas ain't dancing. You rapping about depressing shit at the time where we should be uplifting and celebrating. So I wrote a song called Monster because I always go to the gym. When I brought out Jadakiss, he came to Dorchester, worked out, Giant. Shout out to the trainers as well. When I did that event, I created a workout habit. with Jada. It was, I mean, it's one thing to rap with Jada, it's one thing to kick it with Jada, it's another thing to work out with him.
Right.
Think about it. If I go work out with you for 1 hour, how much can I get to know you?
Hmm.
It really develops a different social environment when you work out
Right.
with somebody. So me and Jada got a real good relationship just off the workout. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
yeah, I want it to be like, oh, when I go to the studio, the gym, monster.
Hmm.
When I
Right.
go, when it's time to fuck, monster. When it's time to go
Hmm.
outside and get it, monster. Like that's the energy in general. So when you see and you feel that energy, that's transparency. That's 360. That's like he's like that all around. Like that's a that's a perfect example of who I am. You know what I'm saying? In my brain, I be chilling. Like you meet me, oh yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's cool. But really, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to fucking. You know what I'm saying? Ready to choke you, motherfucker. But I be trying to be cool, man. When I grew up, I wasn't the streetest and the hoodest nigga at all. I knew that. I wasn't even the best football player. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you right now, niggas knew
Hmm.
I was solid. That's all I care. I don't even say real nigga. Real niggas water that shit down. Niggas water just like how they
Right.
watered on dogs. I said this on the
Hmm.
other radio interview I did. We Talk You Listen podcast. I was like, niggas diluted on dogs. Back then, niggas used to be like, yo, on dogs, nigga, I never said that. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas like, yo, on dogs, I never said that. I'm like,
Oh,
I don't
God.
feel it. I don't feel it. You're lying. Then
I
niggas
don't
like,
even say
no,
that.
on dead dogs, I didn't say that. I'm like, now you're lying on your dead homie. Like, bro, you're just doing a lot of lying right now. You know you're doing a lot of
Motherfuckers
lying
lying
too.
on their dead knees for real.
Back then, niggas used to fight just to say if I had to say on dogs, niggas was getting angry. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Like niggas like what? Nigga
Exactly.
on dogs, nigga. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now niggas like no on dogs, nigga. Just silly, gilly Philly. Not gilly, but silly.
Right.
But
Silly.
yeah, silly
Exactly.
shit.
You live and you learn.
What's up, bro? How you doing, boss? Good. What's my truck? Hey, which truck? I ain't watching shit. Yeah, yeah,
He's like, what's my truck?
yeah.
So tell me, when did you first get into music?
Music, I've been into this shit since like I was like I don't know like 10. I really used to be a hip an R&B head. I grew up
Mm-hmm.
ordering the tapes with the catalog where your parents would tell you to choose like 2 albums out of the 7 that they're gonna order,
Yeah.
and you get that shit sent to your
Columbia
crib in
House.
a little box, and you get the tape,
Yeah.
and before the CDs was busting, like it was tapes. Um, yeah,
Right.
I used to listen to SWV, Vogue. One of my favorite rappers when I was growing up, and I didn't even know she was my favorite rapper, but she was a dope artist. Was MC Light, nigga. Like so she was
MC Light
killing
is
it,
my
nigga.
all time.
She
I
was
went to
crazy.
see her. I That was the first show I ever seen rap
Oh
a
yeah,
female artist with MC Light at the Strand Theater with Chub Rock Chub. And it was crazy because Chub Rock Chub wouldn't perform because the sound wasn't right. MC Light came out. She said, I don't need no sound. She did that shit a cappella. You
oh
hear
my,
me? That was when Roughneck was popping. Like, it was
okay,
like I was mesmerized, and that's when
yeah,
I really fell in love with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we have that in common. MC Light was definitely a strong force
yeah.
into why I really got into music.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I listen like Tony. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I grew up listening to my mom's CDs, Barry White, and you know what I'm saying, like shit like that.
Right.
And then one day, I got an older brother. I got one brother. Today's actually his birthday. Happy birthday, bro! I love you. We about to go to a strip club and
Yeah.
this on Saturday. But anyways, fucking yeah, my brother was like, yo, one day he was like, yo, you gotta stop listening to this soft shit, bro. You're mad commercial. You're mad commercial. I'm like, commercial? I'm like, what do you mean? He come through, he put on um 36 Chambers, Wu-Tang, put on DMX's first album, started putting on like nigga. I was like, what? That's when I was like, yo, hip hop is fucking fire, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
10, 11 years old type shit, busting rhymes, woo ha, got you all in check. Like,
Hmm.
man, that shit was so fun. And then it just developed from there. I was always like, I still love like Missy Elliott, like, all the Super Duper Fly and all those songs. Like I've always been a dude who just like enjoys just the feeling of the music.
Right.
But rap, I say I loved hip hop. When I got into rap was like, of course, like the Dipset, G Unit, D Block days. That was the
Yes.
era that's the era that. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Right.
Niggas, Cassidy,
Dipset.
Papoose, um,
Yeah.
Remy, Lil Kim, Foxy. I mean, like before Nicki Minaj, I'll tell you that right now, right?
Right. Right.
You
Right.
feel me? Before that, y'all wasn't talking no Barbie shit or none of that shit. We
None
get
of
it,
that.
but I'm just saying.
We had to be tough in music, and I say that, as a female rapper in Boston, I was always the only female on the block that spit at that time, and or that was confident
See,
enough to spit
confidence. That's all it is confidence. You
with
know
the
it's
guy.
confidence.
You know what I'm saying?
Self-confidence.
Because there was a lot of females that were rapping, but they didn't compete with the guys. And people would always say, "Oh, you sound like the men," but that's who I'm in circles with. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And now
no.
you could be girly, and even like the female hip hop right now, like I just like I love I appreciate the women who know how to still be feminine in a way where we know as men, you know how to nurture. You
Right.
saying, or you know how to love and care in a certain way. When you start rapping, like the perfect example, Lil Kim, right? Perfect example. You know why she was dope? Because she would tell you that she went and go rob some niggas and set some niggas up and got the money and gave it to her man, or went out with her man, or made sure that her man was a part of whatever she did that he knew that she was gonna do. Or you know what? I went and used this nigga for some money and he ain't sure, like, you know, that introvert, extrovert, knowing how to kind of be sexy, but know when to keep it G on your level, that
Hmm.
shit is hard right now. Cause
Yeah, it is.
shorties be coming off like, I get it. Like, I don't be mad when, shorty be rapping like, oh, I'm gonna sit on his face. And, hey, you get, those be your punchlines. Those are the
Hmm.
punchlines that they using. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
nigga, what are we talking about?
Right. And it's also changing the factorism of a female being feminine, like you said.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it definitely, like the gorilla, that,
Oh man, I try to like her, but I'm telling you, I don't. Like, she
I
could
know you
say
told
all
me
she want about letting her man skeet in her food and eat. You still don't give me the vibe. Like, I'm a bald headed man. You gonna rub my bald head? You gonna make sure you
that.
gonna be
Right,
like, Daddy, you good? Cause baby, you know
right,
you good type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that, nigga, I'm gonna act like nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Let
right.
these people know that you really love sucking dick and you love me. Stop
Hmm.
acting like you don't love this dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
stop.
Well, and I think that's just the time of that, what we're living in. You know what I'm saying? Like, where females
Keeping
feel
up with
like
the
they have
Joneses.
to be
Keeping up
cold.
with the
No,
Joneses.
but it's like they play it safe. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
They
oh,
want to
I
put
don't
their
want to
heart
show
out.
I don't want to put my emotions out there, because that's when you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I think that masking that is definitely a part of it, because of hurt, because of trauma, because it's like, oh, I have to be this cold-hearted bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In order for people to, you know, respect me, or not to try to, fuck over on me. Like, I think that's the part of it that's hard for females to balance now in this modern day era. You know what I mean? And I try to, again, it was a transition for me. You know what I'm saying? From being so masculine. My personality can be masculine at times. And I realized that because I'm in a room with men. You know what I mean? I had to be the female in the room negotiating deals, being in business meetings, and being and especially in the street game. I had to be that person. Like, so now I have to be a female to the man that I like, but I didn't know how to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I was so used to being the man. You know what I mean? In a lot of rooms.
yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
definitely a transition. And I find a lot of females now, it's worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
where I'm
yeah.
like, damn, you need healing, sis. You need some type of extracurricular activities, something, a man who's gonna love you the right way. Because again, a lot of that fuckboy shit, like I tell men all the time, like there's hoes, but there's also fuckboys. You know what I'm saying? And don't be a fuckboy, because that's what creates this energy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, females know when to use that word to get a nigga to make him want to stone cold on your motherfucking ass. Talking about you, boy. I had a shorty say that to me. I was like, yo, you already know you violating right now. Like, nah, nigga, you acting like a fuck boy. I'm like, I'm acting like a fuck boy. All right, well, you acting like a straight bitch.
Like, listen.
Now she want to be like, yeah, I know. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is what we doing. But nah, I ain't not a fuck boy by me. I keep it solid. And I don't even be having beef with niggas and none of this shit. If niggas got problems with me, that's because they feel some type of way. I don't got time, nigga. I don't even give niggas attention, dog. I don't. I stepped in your sneakers, my bad, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, I bumped you, my bad, brother. Hey, King, you have a great night. Because there's no need to be confrontational. Because for me, I know how I am. I'm just gonna swerve, but I don't want to be like that because I know that it's easier for me to fall a victim of that reaction versus keeping it G, keeping it cool, keeping it cordial. So I just be like, whatever, disrespect's enough, but I don't entertain the antics. The niggas is mad hood, niggas is staring, niggas want to act like they don't see you coming through and don't want to move out the way. Excuse me, brother, I'm trying to walk through. Feel me? Like, who cares? Like, you out here, like, go get you a shorty, bro.
Right.
Like, nigga, you feel me? But enough of that.
True.
You know, again, April 13th, Vital. I'm performing. I got a song with my guy named Slant G. It's called Pussy Mine. We're gonna debut that in the club. I think that's a record that the females could really connect to and the fellas. Hold on, my peoples is hitting me up.
Yeah, I think you're like it's going in
Hold
and
on,
out.
Hold on, my peoples hit me up. Let me make sure I tap in with them real quick. Hold on. I thought they were gonna hit me up too, so I'm glad that. Let me see. Hold up. How you doing, fellas?
How you doing?
Good. Bless. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh. Let's go. What's going on?
Shout out to True Era ENT.
Where you at?
April 13th.
Hold on, let me mute this real quick. Is there a way? Oh yeah, let me mute.
Spring Fling. Let's get it.
Damn. Y'all better come out, pull up tomorrow. I'm sending my guest list. We have so many people in the building. Shout out to all the people that are pulling up tomorrow. So he said 35 flyers. I know this is one of the biggest events of this year. It's definitely going to be a lit situation. Hookah. I can't hear you, Ace. You're muted. You're muted. So it's definitely going to be lit. We bringing the girls out, up North City Girl style. So bring your ones. Definitely going to make sure they have some ones at the bar. So that you guys can tip our ladies because they definitely coming out to show out and show you what you got. Definitely. Spring Fling, Rhode Island edition. Shout out to True Era Entertainment. Show me what you got. To everybody else that's involved, it has been, a great promo run. And I love the sportsmanship that everybody has been participating and sharing and posting and reposting and just working in unison because that's important. And it takes leaders. It takes people like Ace to be those leaders and pioneers in this business. Ace, you're on mute. I don't know if he wants to be on mute or not, but he's on mute. But I'm also going to share a clip that I posted.
If you look at Massachusetts, the rappers, we all had the longest roads.
Yeah, Bia had a long road, man. The label didn't believe
Joyner had a long road.
Joyner had a long road.
I had a long road. Bia had a long road. Because if you're from Massachusetts, you got to work 3 times as hard because it's never been done.
Shout out to Millie's for that. That was definitely heartfelt. And I also wanted to include in that, it's hard for New England artists as a whole. You don't hear many artists coming from New Hampshire, from Maine that rap. But there are plenty. And I just think it's an untapped market.
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we could do that too. We could
You
do
hear
that too.
me?
I ain't even trying to be on these streets. Hell no. Yeah. Are we taking a soap line over there? What? Okay. Yeah. So hello?
So yeah, I don't want to keep you too much longer.
You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
You hear me?
Yep.
I can't hear
Ace,
you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
You might have to go back out and come back in. He's gonna go up and come back in, guys. But again, I gotta get ready for tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm wearing. Everybody's calling me, they're hitting me up, they're trying to get on this guest list because again, it's reduced for anybody on the guest list. If you're not on the guest list, you're gonna pay full price. So again, if you're watching this podcast and you're planning on being there tomorrow, hit me up, put your name on the guest list, okay? Ace?
Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't hear you after a while.
I know sometimes it does that when you go in and go out. Um, so I don't want to keep you much longer, but I know that you have so many different things that are going on in the next couple of weeks. So you want to talk about that? I want to have you back on, of course, because I feel like we didn't get to cover everything.
Oh, I know.
Um,
We were so caught up in just spare the moment of Michelle Wu and Ayana and stuff like that. That was exciting.
yeah,
Um,
that was so.
for the most part, we got April 13th, Spring Fling, 2 hours from what you got with Vado. Now, April 16th, we got the Reggae Sundays at Yaz's Chicken with Dance Hall Lounge. Shout out to Motivate Marin and Stir the Pearl DJing. It's reggae going down from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Yaz's Chicken in Austin. And then
Okay.
look out May 25th. We're going to be bringing out Vado to 603 Bar and Grill in Manchester, New Hampshire. And then honestly, everything else, I don't want to put out too much because we's cooking it up and it's in the work,
Right.
it's in the process and it's in the works.
Right.
But I just want to stay sharp with what I know is 100 versus what's 95, what's 80. You know what I'm saying? But trust and believe, we will go. We are about to have a crazy tour. I was able to tap in with I know Billy B's gonna be in Providence on Friday, but I got connected with Billy B's people, so I could say we gonna work on trying to get her on the tour, and um I got my homegirl from Brooklyn, Steph G. She gonna be coming out soon on a tour. We got Piff Jones, we got Vado. I mean, like, I think we gonna end up having to do a summer tour cause we about to fuck it up. It's about to be fun. I'm trying to and the shit like this. I'm trying to get the city to fund the bus. To be like, yo, we
Right.
on tour for this. You guys want to fund the city? Da da da. We'll brand your shit on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Do the whole 1-2. Stuff like
Right.
that. So. I don't know right now. I told you already. I told. I'm trying.
We're not
Um.
putting too much out there. It's let the house
Exactly.
do the moves this year.
Exactly. So,
No warning shots. No warning
yeah,
shots.
nah. Just know
Warning
that True
shots.
Ever. Shout out my guy, CT Creative Control. My guy Don Diego. Shout out my guy Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? We working. Out in Atlanta. We working. Shout out my guys in Seattle. Shout out my guys in Vegas, Charlotte, New York, Jersey, Providence, New Hampshire. Yeah, I got love. I got love places, but I'm gonna continue to show love other places. Miami, Texas, Houston, all that. Like, that's what we about. We're Black Boston people. Like, we gotta be out there more. They gotta know we from the history. We're from the city of Detroit Red before Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that.
Right.
Niggas gotta
That's
shit
right. The
like that.
birthplace of Malcolm
Bobby
X.
Brown shit, New Edition shit.
That's
Even
right.
though niggas be hating on them Benzino shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, this is Boston hip hop, and we not talking about what's real that people know universally about us, then why we fronting? That's why people
That's
like, people like, and this is why I'm gonna start saying names, like people like Bia, right? Bia's a dope
right.
artist. When Bia was getting her name out, everybody was like, no, she's not from Boston. We not
Right.
showing the love. Now look at her. She got Russ, Nicki Minaj, J. Cole, Boston. Stop fucking around. Show love when niggas is blowing up. Stop doing that to
Mhm.
people. Niggas done that shit to terminology. Niggas done that shit. And I'm not saying these ain't my friends, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Right.
With the
It's the
niggas
crab in the
join the
barrel
I mean,
effect
niggas
for
is
real.
always slandering niggas. They be niggas. I remember my nigga Chilla Jones, right? My nigga Chilla Jones is from the battle rapper. He from Dorchester. That's my nigga. I got songs with that nigga from SoundClick days, okay? What I'm telling you is there was niggas telling me that he wasn't from the Bean. I'm like, how? How?
Right.
I go to this nigga's crib every day. The nigga's from the hood. He from his hood is more dangerous than most of y'all niggas' hood. Like, but they telling niggas that he ain't hood or he's not from the hood. Yo, stop it, dog. Stop that shit. Stop fucking hating on Massachusetts, nigga. For real, dog. That shit's bad played out. You look like a bitter ass hater. Like, honestly, being from Boston, I feel like we fucked up so bad that everybody else in Massachusetts is blowing up but Boston niggas. That's how bad niggas fucked up.
Yeah.
It used to be just Boston. Now, nigga, the industry be like, Boston, they be like, nigga, let's go to Leominster. They be like, who's the hottest nigga in Pittsburgh? Who's the hottest nigga in Worcester? Who's the hottest nigga in Lawrence? Like, niggas skip Boston because niggas on this dumb shit. And females, y'all too. Y'all learning from these black ass niggas that you support how to learn how to be a hater and don't learn how to appreciate, because the nigga that you fuck with, he don't show love to nobody. He don't support nobody. He don't buy no merch on nobody. So what makes you think you gonna do it? So start choosing start choosing your partner wisely, especially in this game, because this shit is a fucking business. Marriage is the business, love is the business, and this entertainment is a business. And if you don't know how to alter the two, you're gonna get fucked.
Right.
And that's my closeout. That's my closeout.
Yo, I love you. I love your energy. I can't wait to what we have going on in the next couple of months. I'm excited for. We're not going to talk about that either. But we definitely are going to network and build and work together. So I'm excited about that, because I think, like I said, it's the power of the mind. It's the power of the energy that you put in the room with you at the table. And I think you're a strong, person for that position.
Oh, so, yeah, good looks, man. I'm ready. I'm all in. So, and we're going to keep rocking with you. And I hope everybody understands that we're going to keep building with you, and they will see your brand around the things that we do, because we want you on board. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Let's do it. I'll see you tomorrow.
There you go. I see you, Queen. You have a great evening.
You too.
All right, say bless. Bye.
All right, honey. Bye. That was Ace the Truth, telling nothing but the truth, so help him God. Oh, my God. Tonight was so eventful. We had a great night. Up North City Girls. I was your host, Miss TML. Check that out. Pat 2 times. Springfield, Missouri artist on the rise. We just chopped it up with Ace the Truth, who was at a political event. He actually got a drop with Michelle Wu for Real Talk with TML. Let's talk about that. Ayanna Presley in the background. And we just chopped it up and had some real conversation tonight. And I just appreciate Ace. I appreciate Hev. I appreciate everything that they're doing in New England. And you're going to see a whole bunch more coming. I don't think you guys are ready for this unity and this committee of people that we're bringing together. I'm excited. And again, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night. I hope you guys do too. And peace.
Man, wow. They done turned me to a monster. They done turned me to a monster. Hey, hey, hey. They done turned me to a monster. 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 They don't turn me to a monster. I don't play games like Contra. Shot on my pluggy, the sponsor. Moving the streets like a mobster. Yeah. I belly of the beast, straight from the streets. Fuck the beef. We gon' bring peace and still bring the peace. Fuck police. You can feel my hunger, see my teeth. Cut the hands of a thief. Practice what I live and preach. Heart of a passion, soul of assassin. Go hard every day. That's a march with the madness. To be great, I was told to be cautious. Keep away from the average. I felt the burn, then I rose from the ashes. Keep the work with the stats and the taxes. I'm only fighting for what's right, cause that's affirmative action. Niggas talk.
Don't take it personal, baby. I'ma keep it 100 with you. Yeah. You say that love for me is really real. Appreciate your loyalty and how you keep it real. Since we on the subject, I tell you how I feel. You know I love to eat that box like a Happy Meal. You say that pussy is mine, baby, you gotta show it. You better stop playing with me, cause I'm about to own it. See, I'ma play it independent, you already know it. And when the money be calling, baby, I'm really on it. Every king deserves a queen, that's a ride or die. Whoever told you any different was the biggest lie. It's no lie, you and I, to the day we die. We stay fly, stay high like a junior high.
You gotta understand that this is about marketing. Like, this whole thing is about marketing. It's about your image. It's about your story. You gotta be appealing to people. A lot of artists just have MySpace and just have, you know, a couple songs and don't have a website, don't have marketing.
I'll never turn on you. You don't, baby, you don't. You never turn on me. I don't, baby, I won't. I'll never turn